Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. So today we're doing something different. Today we're going to be using AI to convert these screens to code. So I'm going to be showing you, ways you can use to convert this screen here to code for free. So that's very, very important to note. So we're going to be looking at the free method, free and cost effective method you can use to convert your Figma designs to code. So let's get started. All right. So there are numerous ways you can actually achieve that. So we're going to be exploring some of those ways, but not exhaustive. So we are not going to be exhausting all of them physically. So I'm just going to show you about two methods and then probably speak about some other method. So we're going to compare and contrast and see which works best. So first option is to use an AI tool that is dedicated to the to this purpose. What it does is it converts Figma files to code, and you can actually select the language, the CSS style, and all that. So, and that plugin is builder.io. I don't know, you might have heard of Builder. So let's actually get into it and see what Builder can do for us. Let's first of all take a look at Builder's page, builder.io. Let's see what they offer. So this builder.io, you can see this beautiful interface. You can actually use it to convert a user interface or design from scratch. You can see through this demo video, this was designed. Okay, it was converted, and then you can adjust one or two things there. So basically this is builder.io and it seems to work well. So we'll take a look at it pretty quick. Let's see the pricing, because this is one of the most important thing. We have so many AI tools today. You can see the free plan here. You have the pro and the enterprise. And this is for development. So for the free, up to 10 users, 20 monthly code generation. I think this is fair enough. One space, 4K context window, 7 days activity history, unlimited Figma import, component mapping, and all that. Yeah, for the second one, you have pay as you go for more usage, everything in the free tier, of course, and then 128K context window, 30 days activity history, and standard support. You also have 200 monthly code generation and up to 20 users. Then for the custom, you probably have to contact sales. So the pricing is fairly, considerate and okay. So this, I believe this is for enterprise use. I mean, for companies and teams, that's when you have to go beyond 20 monthly code generation. So it's a bit considerate. So it seems that they are actually considerate in their pricing. So you can use this, as a solo developer or an entrepreneur or a freelancer. You can use the free version, and then when you need to scale, you can go for the pro version. So basically, this is Builder. You can take a look at it. Their solutions, developers, that is the framework that they use and all that, the resources and all that in your spare time. So let's see what Builder can do. Let's see what Builder can do. So back to our Figma file. So this is a Figma file for a app that I'm currently building for a company for Automation Lounge. So that's actually my company. So we want to launch a medical app. So basically, I just thought, why not use it, for this purpose of this tutorial. And if you are interested in building an app, you can also contact me. So this was designed by our UI UX team, and we're about going to start developing this. We're only going to be doing the landing page, for the SaaS project. So basically, let's see how can we use Builder. So to use Builder, you just need to click on the Figma that you want to export, the screen you want to export. Right click it and go to plugins. From there, if you don't see builder.io, you can go to manage plugin and search. So you add it to your workspace. So, but for now, I already have it. So, but I'm still gonna click it. So when you click it, it opens this layout, and you can choose to either copy to Builder or export to code. So currently, I'm going to export to code. You can see it's analyzing. And then you click on the view code. So you can see it's loading up the design. And you can see it actually loaded the mobile, but it's not actually 100%. A few things such as the header here, the navigation here seems to be off. Yeah, so since it's AI, it's just going to do the heavy lifting for you. You've not yet gotten to a point where AI can do everything. You can see also the companies here, the sponsors here. There should be a padding there on the left and the right side. It's an excessive padding here. When we scroll down, you can see a little thing, some things that you need to fix. But it's not too bad. It's still okay. Also, I think the footer, see, the footer is off. So you can actually adjust those things. You can let's see, you can click on the, I think we can edit it with the edit. So you can see it's not actually, I'm not able to edit it in real time. But this is something you can do. Or it seems this. See. So the drag and drop feature doesn't seem to be working for this converted code. But let's take a look at what we can do. I'm just going to Ctrl Z to try to undo everything. So how do we convert it to code? Let's convert it to code and see if we can make our changes there. So the first thing to do is you select the design that you will be converting to code here. So this, I think you can see what it is. You can see what is being said here. Bring your design into life with AI. Transform static layout into interactive experience. Add dynamic elements. Integrate with real data and all that, which is the beta feature. So this means that this feature is not available yet. But I can't interactively or try to drag and drop and all what I'm trying to do currently in this version because it's not yet supported. So let's go on. Let's see how we can convert. So once you click on this, you go to develop and you click on generate code. But before you click on that, you can select your framework here. You can see the Vue, Svelte, React Native, Swift, Angular, HTML, Quick, Solid, and all that. So I'm just going to leave it in React. The styling, Tailwind CSS module, emotion, styled component, or styled JSX. We're going to go with Tailwind. Language, which is the TypeScript. Test framework, none for now. Quality. Do you want fast or quality? I think I want quality, not fast. So you can add some instructions, to the AI. So when you start using this app, you get a 14-day trial, of the full features with 128K context window size, which I think is this. So I don't know what that means. Anyway, so you click on this generate code after you've selected the design you want to work on. So we want to work on the design screen for desktop. So you click on the generate code. So you can see it has started working. But a drawback that I noticed is that you can't actually, download the code or sync to GitHub like you do with both. You have to manually copy your components, but it's still fine. Still fine. So while it does that, let us initialize our app. So I'm going to go here, CMD. And I'm going to create a Next.js app. I keep forgetting the command. Next.js. So let's click this. Go back to our terminal. And then project name. I'm just going to name it Medic app. To TypeScript, ESLint, Tailwind CSS. Yeah, yes. Let's just go with the default for now. So while that does, let's go back to Builder. So you can see Builder has completed, and then I think you can view with this. Once I click on this, a quick preview, you can see this is beautiful. And then you can test it on different layouts. So we still need to work on the navigation bar. but basically he tried, and then the footer also, and the sponsor section here. We need to work on those. So let's go back to our design. Let's see if our app is ready. It's not yet ready. Okay, so it's ready. Let me see it into Medic. And then code dots. So here we have our Next.js app. What I'm just going to do pretty quickly is migrate these components one after the other. This is pricing plan. You can enlarge this, to see the components. We have the pricing plan here. So let's copy that. Go back to our development environment. Inside our app, let's create a component folder. Components. Can just see screens. And then the pricing plan. It should be here. Pricing plan .tsx. Paste that. Save it. So we also need to include this tier, these types. Let's go back to our types declaration. And I'm just going to copy this. So I'm going to go back here and create a types folder. And inside of it, index.ts, paste that, save it, go back to our pricing plan, and we're gonna re-import this. So I'm just gonna click here, Control Spacebar. That will re-import it. Let's save that. Let's go back to Builder, go to Work Step, copy that. Click on this Work Step. .tsx. Let's paste that. Save it. And see it has automatically renamed the types. Let's go to navigation. Copy this. Navigation.tsx. What's left is now our home layout. This is our home layout. So this should be like the root layout, the root page. Sorry. I'm going to copy this and go to my app here. Let's go to the page tier. And then we're going to replace all this with our new component. So I'm just going to remove all this so that I will import it and everything is going to be fine. So let's start from navigation. Do we have the navigation? Okay, yes, we do. The work step and the pricing plan. Save that. So I think one other thing we need to do is add a font. But let's get our app started. I would go check for the font. So just run yarn dev. So we have our app on localhost 3000. Let's test this out. Into paste it here. This hope we get same thing. Now while that is loading, let's check for the font. I'm just gonna come here. Let me see the font that we'll use. Can easily see that in the component and the um style guide. And you can also look in this sidebar. We have outfit. So uh let's check that on Google Font. Just search for the font. Outfit. Yeah, so this is the outfit basically. Let's see our app. We have an error here. The default export is not a React component in page. I don't know why Next.js loves, I mean, its default export. Let's just change that. I'm going to change that here and in the page. Export default. Root layout. And also page. I think this is what's causing the problem. Export alt. What's the name of the component? Made take landing. Made take landing. Let's save that. Show new error. Is the error shown? Let's test that out now. So I think we just have to replace everything. So you just replace that export default. Navigation. So I'm going to use replace that to speed up that export default. You should have removed this. I think we are done with that. Oh, this is where the error is coming from. It should not be import. It should be direct import. Save that, and I'm gonna good. Not what I expected, but we can fix that. So we have the pricing, and we also have how it works. But this is how it works. I'm not sure it matches. Does it match? Let's check it out. It doesn't really match. So what we're gonna do is we're going to export it individually. I think this works best with auto layout. You know, if all this is designed with auto layout to easily pick it up, not, then that's a problem for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to design it component by component. I'm gonna select this, and this doesn't seem to work well for me. Oh, let's go here. We're changing that to edit. Am I having just the mobile view? This is not working well. Now the desktop view has disappeared. So basically I had to go back and reload it. So let's try, you know, converting it section by section. That works. You can see it didn't import it well here. And that's because of, I think it's the auto layout that is responsible for that. So if I'm going to use this tool, I have to request that the auto layout be in place, or I have to actually do it myself. So for me, this is not a good, you know, option. Let's try to convert section by section. So I'm going to try converting this. Generate code. Let's copy this. This is the picture card. Picture card and the patient feature. Let's create that here. Um, I like to put all my cards in a folder. But the next thing is the patient features. I need to copy this back to component screens. Patient features .tsx. I'll re-import it. So then we need to import these patient features in our home page. Let's just place it immediately after the header and just use a comment to identify this section as platform features. Let's see. This is the platform features. It tried, but I'm not really impressed. But this is like a 60 over 100, 60, 70 over 100. And you can see the navigation bar. This is not a navigation bar. Let's see if we can try to regenerate the code. It's going to, get it this time. But this is not in auto layout, so it's difficult to pick up. Now I understand why it's, and I can actually edit in here. This is not on a separate section of it on its own. So basically, I have to send this design for some edits to actually, work with it, or I will just use another tool. So this is the original design here. Let's see if we can just export components by component. So this is exactly what I'm saying about the navigation bar. It's not on a separate section, which is understandable. Most designs are like that. There are few designs that you have it, it depends really on on the design of the website for that. But let's see something else that we can easily convert that is on its own section. So this how it works. I'm just going to try to convert this. Let me see what that does. Let's see if we can paste it somewhere. No, it's not getting the exact design. And that is because auto layout is not enabled. Let me see, is auto layout enabled here? It's actually enabled. So for me, this tool doesn't really do the work. There are other tools we can actually explore. But this other technique I want to use is v.0. And we're going to use screenshot instead of using Figma directly. So let's go into v0. Before then, let's take a screenshot. We're going to do it section by section, because we can't take a screenshot of this whole. So we're going to do it section by section. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna take a screenshot of the hero section. I'm gonna take the screenshot with the sponsors section. Open up the screenshot. Let's go into Fiber. I mean into v.0. This v.0. What you want to do is import this into v.0. And let's see, can you recreate this? Can you recreate this using Next.js and Tailwind CSS? Then we note that the image, the center image is not there. It's probably going to use a placeholder. I don't know if we can actually give it that image and it will include it. Let's see if we can do that. I'm going to export this. I'm going to use, let's use PNG. Oh, sorry. Export group 37. Then I'm going to open the folder here. Go back to v.0. So I'm also going to say the centered image has also been attached. So you can easily include it full stop. Let's see what it does. So you can see it's writing out the code. Let's wait for it to complete. You can see once you see this animation, you know it's still working. So once that turns white, then it's completed. So what happened? Seems something happened. Let's go try. Click on retry. So you can see this is much better, I think. But it's not exactly. Let's try to expand this view. See. I think it's actually, let's open this in a new tab. Wow, this is beautiful. This is close to what we have there. Yeah, but it didn't get the sponsor section. So what I'm going to do here is that, okay, let's give it the font to use. Oh, what's the name of the font again? Outfit. Use outfit font. So let's prepare for the next page we are gonna give it to it. So I'm gonna grab this. Close this. You can see it has replaced the font. So for me, this is much more better. And we can see the code here. We have the page. This is the only thing is you have to make it reusable component by yourself. Let's click. Let's take this. And let's go to our. I'm just gonna replace everything here. Let's see. Font outfit. See. Font.ts. So I'm just going to copy this and create a font.ts file in the root folder. Font.ts. Save that. So basically, we need to make this into a component. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to delete all this. So we don't need it anymore. Then I'm going to create a navigation folder in navbar. We'll just call it navs. Create a home nav. Then I'm going to use a snippet to automatically generate this and replace this with the code. I need to import this from Next.js. Save that. Go to my pages. So I'm just going to put it here. Home nav. Save that. This is the main section. We can also do that with this main section. And this is not the footer actually. This should be the, what's it called? The sponsor section. But let's continue with our design. So I'm just going to give it this. Say, can you recreate the design? Don't. Okay. Just that. Let's see. So while it does thinking, let's go to the next section. This is the next section here. I'm going to. Now, this design is a bit complex on its own. It's not a straightforward design. You can see text over text, and you can also see a lot of images. So it might be a little bit, difficult to get the exact thing, exact icons and all that. So I'm just expecting that it's going to replace this with a placeholder, and surprise me. Let's see if we can get this design. At least if it's able to get about 80%, that's fair enough. So while we do that, I'm just going to, take a screenshot of the remaining section. We have the pricing section here. Then we have the testimonial. Then the footer. Try to pick it exactly. So let's go back to. So you can see it's a bit difficult for you to get this design. Bit difficult for you to get exact design. This. I think for this, I might just use the builder IO's generation. But while we wait for that, we close some of my tabs here. And then let's try another screen. Let's see if it can do this. This is a complex screen. Oh, firstly, let me see if I can tweak this design a little bit. The text on the right doesn't match the line I uploaded. Can you work on making it as close as possible to the original design? So let's see if it can do that. So one thing I noticed with v.0 is where it does shine is straightforward designs, like a design of a dashboard, a table design. I'm just going to show you some things that I did during the week. So I gave it some design. You can see here I gave it this design and it got it exactly. You can see it's close to the original design. Even though there's a little touch that is needed, but it's actually close to the original design. I gave it some other screens also here. Just simple authentication screens. and I actually did everything well. So you can see login, enter manually. You can even see this is the OTP, which does work. So if you have a straightforward design, this would work. So you can see he's actually struggling with the design because it's a complex design. It's actually not a straightforward design. It involves overlaying text over text, and that's probably difficult for it to interpret. So let's see if it can do this design. Let's see what happened. So just because we've spent a lot of time already, let's move this fast. I'm gonna give it this again. So once it's complete with this, let's see what it will do with it. So you can just do a combination of using builder with b.0. I think builder is still more uh suited for this purpose, but you don't expect 100% conversion, except your design is a straightforward design. So in that case, you can expect 100% or close to normal. So you can see even uh this section, the way it interpreted it, it splitted it, instead of overlaying the text over each other, they arranged it in a column. So this design is a bit, complicated for it to. So basically, these are the methods you can use. Currently available method is not yet perfect. So, but it can speed up your workflow. For example, look at this. I've completely designed the authentication flow, using AI here. And I'm also sure that this flows is going to be easy for builder also to convert to code. So we hope that sooner or later we have AI that can do the job completely. So you can see it's not getting the exact thing that we needed. So builder wins for this. So you can use builder. I think it will give you at least something close to the original design. And then you can export your designs and pick some things here and there. Should have been best if I can easily edit this. Yet, so for example, if I want to remove this and make it overlay, I can't do that. Can't do that. I can only do little edit. At least not until everything is ready. Not until the beta version is out. So let's go back to our code and generate code using builder. So that is that about that for this tutorial. So you can explore these tools, convert your designs to code. I think this is beautiful. If you can do this, it's something that would simplify your work, make it a little faster. Even though you still have to go in there and do the work, just like regular AI. You've not yet gotten to a point where AI can do everything without supervision. So you still need to supervise, and then um, update and guide and refactor. So if you like this tutorial, if you want more tools that you can explore, kindly comment, and I'll do a demo and show you how you can use it. So that is that about that. See you next time. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more info and more topics on your tech tutorials and your AI. So see you next time.